And welcome to the show. My name is Alpha Mike One. Today we're looking for a mob head, or we are on the hunt for a mob head. The first thing we're going to do is build a charged creeper farm, which is effectively a platform. And the basis of this design is based on Cubfan's work with a couple of changes, which I'll talk about as we go along. Change one is that what I did was the area of effect for the lightning strike is 7x7, and what I did was I put 4 7x7 patches per chunk. So there's going to be a little bit of a gap. Where you see the cobble is the area that I believe if the lightning strikes that, it'll be outside of the area of effect for this pocket where I'm going to be hiding the creeper. So I may be losing out there, but I thought for 4 creepers covering an entire chunk that was worth the risk. I've been questioning my logic on that since the beginning, but that's what we're doing. So you see there's a hole or a pocket in the center of that 7x7. And then what we'll do is we'll make that hole 1.5 deep. The reason we're doing 1.5 deep is because the AI on the creeper doesn't register that he can't get out of there. I guess he thinks that's 1 deep and that he can go through that and bounce out of it. And that's going to work in my favor because he can't. He'll be trapped in there. And then afterwards, I'm creating a little pocket here. So after I trap him in there, I'll come and knock the floor out from under him so that I can drop him down to 3 blocks below the platform. And the reason I'm doing that is it's still going to be within the area of effect of the lightning strike. And also I'll be able to cover him up so that when I go to run around on that platform to trap my next creeper, I'm not running the risk of accidentally falling into a cubby with a creeper, because that would be the opposite of good. Okay, so that's set to go. So I'll get him trapped in there and then I'll be able to just come down here, knock that half slab out, and he plops on down like you see this guy here. So an idea after the fact, I'm thinking it might have been a good idea to seal in this underneath area and totally torch it so that when I'm down there I don't have to be in fear of creepers sneaking up on me and blowing up on me, but I guess I was being lazy. So you may want to do that in your design. You may want to seal that in, light it up, have it perfectly level, and that'd be ideal. Maybe you can even dress it up so it doesn't look so ugly. So here's the idea. I'll lead him in between that rail and I'll jump over and then he'll pop right into that hole and then I've got him trapped. So what I'll do is I'll just create a temporary rail out of dirt. And then after the fact, after I trap him, I'll just cover him up with a netherrack and take that dirt down, because that'll mess up the lightning strike. The lightning will strike the highest point. Bit of a fail there. Better erase that. I don't want anybody seeing that I made a mistake. And the reason we're using netherrack is that's a marker. Netherrack is the one block that if it's struck by lightning, it'll stay lit on fire. Any other block will light on fire because it's always raining when there's a thunderstorm. Any other block will catch on fire for 3 or 4 seconds and then it'll go out. So that's your marker. That'll let you know you've got a charged creeper. Now normally I always do this in the daytime, and I would suggest you wait until daytime because it's way safer and way easier. But I got kind of lucky here. I didn't see any other mobs around and he was right there, so what the heck, I'm a risk taker. Let's do this. Now keep him, he'll blow up when he's, I believe when he's within about 4 blocks of you. And I think he needs to be at least within 16 blocks of you to be attracted to you. So keep him in that range and you'll be fine. A normal walking speed is enough to outrun him. And as soon as he gets inside those rails, just back up so that you're well outside that 4 block range. Now, I don't know why I tagged him up here. This is not the smart way to do it. I think I just got lucky there. It could be that his face was covered so he couldn't see me to go off. But I'll show you how you really should do it. After I 360 and take this guy out like a boss. Ka-chow. So I'm a little nervous here. I've got my head on a swivel, so I'm checking it out. I don't want a creeper sneaking up on me while I'm doing this. So knock this block out, and then the half slab, and then it'll drop down. Now's the time to tag him. And then go back up there, cover that up with netherrack, and then take out that temporary rail. So every time there's a thunderstorm, I run up here and check it out. That spot right there, I swear to you, a few seconds ago there was a creeper within 4 blocks of that. Yikes! I just missed my strike. But I can't be too sad because this is the hardest part of this whole thing. I got a strike within that pad, so I know I've got a charged creeper. So I've gone ahead and built my chute. I didn't want to pre-make all the canals like Cubfan did. That just seemed like too much work because it's such a slim chance of getting a charged creeper. I figure wait till I get one, then build it. So I've got one end is where the charged creeper drops in. This side on the right is where I'll lure in my target creeper, the same way I did up there on the platform. After I lure him in and drop him down there, I'll punch him 19 times because 20 would kill him. I want him as weak as possible. And the other thing I found out was that I don't want them touching water. If they're touching water, it messes it up. So I actually drop them down. And the other little thing I figured out is, or found out from Blame the Controller, is that they blow up from their feet. So notice how I've got them separated up by their heads, but their feet are uncovered. And then I learned from the Cubfan, he showed you that you could use flint and steel to set them off. So you don't have to set them off the hard way. Just his face is covered, so he won't go off. So you can set him off with that flint and steel whenever you decide to set him off. Check out that empty spot in my inventory. Watch that. And there's my guy. And right now it's nighttime. I'm swimming in this water, so I'm completely freaking out. This is my first charged creeper, and this is my first mob head. This has to be one of the coolest things I've ever done in Minecraft. Definitely the hardest. I think I just got extremely lucky. So now let's take let's set this guy up and take a look at him. Let's go up top, and you can see in the background, you'll see the platform, you'll see that fire where the lightning struck, and you can see the chute that's all blown up. And then there's my mob head. That is awesome. I'm super excited. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.